Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the weekly kickoff for Monday, the 12th of February. All right, now just having a look at the week ahead. This is like a jam-packed week of really directional opportunities. And the key to it is the US inflation numbers come out on a Tuesday. It would be ideal if the big numbers in the US came out on Tuesday because it gives us the whole week to trade. So, but outside those US numbers, if I just sort of scroll down through the calendar, you're looking at these events with the red over the time. You'll see that these are top tier events, right? Tuesday, UK employment. Then you've got the ZEW numbers out of Germany, US inflation, which is probably the most important number across the markets at the moment. Wednesday, UK inflation numbers, Eurozone employment and GDP. You come into Thursday, Aussie employment, UK GDP. And then you come over US retail sales. Let's not forget that. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index and a bunch of other numbers there. And then Friday, UK retail sales, US PPI housing numbers, right? So it's epic, right? There's so many opportunities. But if I just sort of bring you back to what's going on, what you need to be able to identify is, what is going on in the market, right? And short term, these are all the hourly charts, the majors, right? The dollar index is sort of drifting lower. And that can be a little bit deceiving for what else is going on because the dollar against the Swiss is going up, against the yen is going up, against the CAD, pretty neutral. We had strong Canadian employment numbers on Friday. And this is the sort of odd bit I just don't get, right? Dollar Swiss is going up and euro is sort of going up as well, right? So euro against the dollar is going up, but the dollar's going up against the Swiss. So a little bit of a mismatch there. It's like there's a massive safe haven unwind. And that's what I'm sort of seeing at the moment. The sterling, but outside of that, if you look at the euro, sterling, Aussie and Kiwi, they are all behaving the same. And that I like that picture, right? Because that tells me the dollar's behaving the same against those pairs. You can sort of trust more about what's happening. Now, just having a look here, but when you're looking at these numbers that are coming out, and say the US inflation numbers in particular, right? Now, first and foremost, you want to know these events create fresh momentum in the market, right? And potentially, if they go with the trend or against it rapidly, there's opportunities. Don't think of the release as your core trading sort of indicator, right? The market needs to be going in a certain direction. If you understand the direction, then more often than not, you're going to have a trade that is performing well. And what I'm talking about is the daily charts. Now, this is the one thing out of all these charts that I see that is key to it, right? Dollar Swiss, and it's been the sleeping giant since sort of 2015, but it is sort of breaking a little bit higher. The dollar's starting to move up here. Now, there's usually one instrument out of all of them that is the trigger for either a dollar move or something to happen. And we are starting to see on a bigger long-term perspective, the daily charts here, euro starting to breach the downside. To me, dollar Swiss is the key for the week. Just keep an eye on dollar Swiss. It tells us a lot about what the dollar is doing really. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be focusing on. And then, you look at the rest of the charts here across a lot of them, like Aussie's sort of still in the middle of nowhere. So is Kiwi. You can say the same for dollar CAD, dollar yen. We're starting to see, that's a bit of pressure on the downside here. We are coming to a sort of a focal point here on sterling where it's either going to go up or down. Dollar index sideways, but this is it, right? Dollar Swiss going up. That could be the catalyst and the one to keep an eye on. You get the overall move, then you can come into your hourly charts and really fine tune your execution around, say, short-term trend lines and these sorts of things, right? That's the way you connect it all up. And back to the numbers, there's numbers all over the place. But as I said, I just don't want you to sort of think these are just, okay, I'm just going to go in and trade the release, okay, the variance on the number. Like that can happen and it can work, but if it goes with the overall trend, you can work out which side is the soft side of the market, the one to hit, and then you just place a trade on these releases around the outcome itself, right? I'll cover more detail as we go through each day, but just connect the dots. Don't overplay it. Don't just think of these events as just a trading event. You got to think of the bigger picture and make sure these numbers fit into that, right? That's the week ahead, guys. It's pretty exciting. Lots of data coming out. And US CPI Tuesday, definitely the key focus. Good luck and happy trading.